Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Average Joe Hockey Report. In this video, I'm gonna I'm gonna ta- I'm gonna talk about if Barry Trotz would be a good fit as the Winnipeg Jets' new head coach. In my opinion, on Barry Trotz being the Jets' head coach, is was mixed at first, but I think there's more pros than there is cons. The more I thought about it, the Jets as a whole need to shore up their defensive play. Never mind their defense, but their play defensively as well. Well, ever since Dustin Bufflin retired and Jacob Trouba was traded to the New York Rangers, the Jets defense points per, at least point production has gone down, and I feel like performance, I would say, in general has gone down. The Jets don't necessarily have a juggernaut on defense or an offensive juggernaut on defense, and I haven't necessarily liked the way Charlie Huddy has run the defense for a while now. As a matter of fact, Charlie Huddy was there since day one, and I'm surprised he wasn't fired like a long time ago. Just goes to show that the Jets' loyalty is starting to catch up to them in a negative way. But anyways, so yeah, I think, I think yeah, having Barry Trotz would shore up the defensive aspect of the game. It might even force Mark Scheifele to um uh, plays like Mark Scheifele and Blake Wheeler and Kyle Connor or whatever too, like who have been criticized for being defensive liabilities to have more of an emphasis on back checking and whatnot. Now with Trotz, there's only a couple of questions I have to ask about Trotz, and is that are the Jets ready for a Trotz system? I feel like it'd be one going from one extreme to another, but if it's what it's needed to, you know, um, uh, make the team more well-rounded, I guess so be it. That's assuming um, uh, some. There's always the off season too, so you never know who gets moved. I'm, I'm in a group called Winnipeg Jets and Bombers uh, armchair general managers and coaches, and they always talk about possibly moving either like Shifley or Pierre-Luc Dubois, whatnot. So I guess we'll see if the players get moved in the off season. But I think the first priority for the Jets is to hire a new head coach, and I think Barry Trotz could be that guy. Well, another question I have about Trotz is youth development. Is his system more youth friendly? I think it I think it could, if you think because if you think about it, you look at the when Barry Trotz coached Washington, while they got better defensively, they didn't sacrifice offense. And I think with the Jets, they've got the offense, and I don't think Trotz would would sacrifice too much offense for defense if he were the head coach of the Winnipeg Jets. So it's just a matter. So it's more or less just a matter for Trotz. Are the Jets ready for his system, and can the youth develop? Because youth development has been a bit of an issue lately for the Jets, um, uh, especially on defense, where they've only developed, Josh Morrissey and Jacob Trouba as defensemen who's been traded, and then um, uh, prospects like Nick Patan have been shown the door, Sammy Niku's been shown the door, you know Trouba has been traded, shown the door, whatever. Well, I shouldn't say shown the door, traded. Um, uh, and then current prospects like Christian Vesalainen and Ville Heinola, they can't seem to find a spot on the team. Seems like the development's just been kind of, I don't know. So I'm curious how Trotz would handle them. I think I think Trotz would sort of do wonders in handling those guys, those two, and some of the others. But we'll see. This video is mostly based on opinion and may not have any factor as to if the Jets decide to sign Trotz as their coach or which team decides to sign Trotz as their coach or whatever. You get the point. So remember, if I'm wrong, don't belittle me, educate me, because after all, this is the Average Joe Hockey Report, hockey opinions through the perspective of an average Joe. Take care, everyone, and follow my Instagram account, The Average Joe Hockey Report, and my YouTube channel, Marty Tommy, in parentheses, Average Joe Hockey Report.